Hello, the unstoppable. Elegance is when the inside is as beautiful as the outside. Coco Chanel. In a world obsessed with quick fixes and fad diets, French women have long held the secret to a timeless allure that leaves others in awe. But what if the secret to their effortless grace and slender figures isn't about what they do, but rather what they don't want you to know? Behind their seemingly casual approach to food lies a set of unspoken rules, a quiet rebellion against the diet culture that dominates elsewhere. These are the secrets they guard with a knowing smile, the subtle habits that defy the harshest of diet regimes, and yet leave them with bodies that reflect the epitome of natural beauty. Ready to uncover what the French have mastered for centuries? The truth might just change the way you approach your own health and well-being forever. Number 1. Portion control, not deprivation. French women have a way of eating that's almost like an art form, and it all starts with one simple principle: enjoying food without overindulging. They don't deprive themselves or jump on the latest diet bandwagon. Instead, they understand that less is often more. When they eat, it's about quality over quantity, choosing small portions of rich, flavorful foods that satisfy both the body and the soul. There's no guilt, no second guessing. A delicate slice of cheese, a perfectly cooked piece of fish, a rich chocolate truffle. Each is savored slowly, allowing every bite to be a moment of pure pleasure. This approach doesn't just keep their waistlines in check. It also keeps their relationship with food healthy and balanced. By eating just enough to feel satisfied, they avoid the roller coaster of cravings and overeating that so many others struggle with. There's a kind of wisdom in their restraint. They trust that by listening to their bodies and honoring their hunger without overindulging, they can enjoy all the best things in life without sacrificing their health or figure. It's not about saying no to food, but about saying yes in the most thoughtful, deliberate way possible. Number 2. Mindful indulgence. French women have a unique relationship with indulgence. It's never about denying themselves the pleasures of life, but about making those pleasures count. When they choose to indulge, it's a deliberate act, not an impulsive one. They don't settle for just any dessert or treat. They seek out the very best, knowing that true satisfaction comes from quality, not quantity. A rich, velvety piece of dark chocolate or a beautifully crafted pastry isn't something they rush through or mindlessly consume. Instead, they take their time, savoring each bite, letting the flavors linger, allowing the experience to fully envelop them. This mindful indulgence is what sets them apart. There's no rush, no guilt-ridden gobbling down of treats in secret. It's all out in the open, done with pride and pleasure. By being fully present in the moment, they experience their food more deeply, and because of that, they're satisfied with less. A small, exquisite dessert can be more fulfilling than a large, bland one when every bite is savored with intention. This kind of eating nurtures a healthier relationship with food, where indulgence doesn't lead to overindulgence and enjoyment doesn't come with regret. For French women, the act of indulging is not about the quantity they consume, but about the joy they extract from each perfectly chosen morsel. Number 3. No snacking culture. For French women, the idea of constantly snacking throughout the day is practically unheard of. Their approach to eating is rooted in the belief that meals should be fulfilling and satisfying, not just fleeting moments to curb hunger. They typically stick to 3 well-balanced meals a day, each one thoughtfully composed to provide everything their bodies need. This way, they don't find themselves reaching for a snack just an hour or 2 later because their meal wasn't substantial enough. This no-snacking culture is more than just a habit. It's a discipline that keeps their appetite in check and their metabolism running smoothly. When they sit down to eat, it's an occasion, a time to nourish themselves fully, both physically and mentally. Because they've eaten enough at mealtime, they don't feel the need to graze throughout the day. By avoiding unnecessary snacking, they maintain a healthy balance, allowing their body to properly process and digest the food without constant interruptions. This not only helps in managing weight, but also reinforces a healthier relationship with food, where eating is something to be enjoyed at specific times, not something to be done mindlessly in between. It's a simple yet powerful way to stay in control of what they eat without ever feeling deprived or restricted. Number 4. Social connection over food. For French women, meals are more than just a time to eat. They're a ritual, a moment of connection with others. Food isn't just fuel, it's a way to bring people together, to engage in conversation, to enjoy each other's company. When they sit down to eat, it's not about how fast they can finish, but about how much they can savor the experience. They take their time, not just with the food itself, but with the people around them, turning every meal into an opportunity for genuine interaction. This social approach to eating naturally slows down the pace of the meal. As they chat, laugh, and share stories, they eat more slowly, giving their bodies the chance to recognize when they're truly full. There's no rush to finish or pressure to clear the plate because the focus isn't solely on the food, it's on the entire experience. This creates a more mindful way of eating where they're in tune with their hunger and satiety signals rather than eating out of habit or boredom. By prioritizing these social connections during meals, French women avoid the mindless eating that often comes with eating alone or on the go. They're not just feeding their bodies, but nourishing their souls, too. The result? They eat what they need, enjoy every bite, and walk away from the table feeling satisfied, both in body and spirit. It's a balance that keeps them in tune with their appetites and helps them maintain a healthy, joyful relationship with food. Number 5. Walking as a lifestyle, not exercise. French women don't view exercise as a chore or something to dread. Instead, they weave movement into their everyday lives so naturally that it doesn't feel like exercise at all. For them, walking is a way of life. They don't rely on cars for short trips. They walk to the market, to meet a friend for coffee, or just to enjoy the beauty of their surroundings. This daily movement is so ingrained in their routine that it becomes effortless, a part of who they are, rather than something they force themselves to do. This approach means they're constantly active without even thinking about it. There's no need for grueling workouts at the gym because their bodies are already benefiting from regular, gentle exercise. Walking not only helps them stay lean but also clears the mind, providing a moment of calm in a busy day. It's their secret to staying in shape without the stress of sticking to a rigid exercise schedule. By making movement a natural and enjoyable part of their day, French women maintain their figures effortlessly. They don't burn out from over-exercising or fall into the trap of sedentary habits. Instead, they find balance, allowing their bodies to stay active in a way that feels good and sustainable. It's a philosophy of fitness that's as elegant as it is effective, proving that you don't need to punish your body to keep it healthy and beautiful. Number 6. Elegance over guilt. French women have mastered the art of enjoying food without letting it control them. And a big part of that is their attitude toward guilt. They don't waste time feeling bad about what they eat, whether it's a buttery croissant or a glass of fine wine. For them, food is something to be celebrated, not feared. They understand that life is meant to be enjoyed, and that includes the pleasures of eating. By embracing this mindset, they free themselves from the destructive cycle of guilt and overeating that so many others fall into. This lack of guilt doesn't mean they eat recklessly. On the contrary, it's what allows them to eat with intention. They know that when they approach food with a sense of elegance and self-respect, they're more likely to make choices that truly satisfy both their body and their soul. Whether they're enjoying a rich, creamy cheese or a slice of cake, they do so with complete confidence, knowing that one indulgent moment isn't going to undo all their efforts. By treating food as a source of pleasure rather than a battleground, French women maintain a healthy balance that many people struggle to find. They don't fall into the trap of all-or-nothing thinking, where one bad meal leads to a spiral of overeating. Instead, they focus on the quality of their choices, savoring each bite and then moving on without a second thought. This attitude not only helps them maintain their figure, but also allows them to fully enjoy life, without the constant worry or regret that so often accompanies eating in today's world. It's a way of living that's as liberating as it is effective, turning every meal into a moment of joy rather than a source of stress. The secrets of French women aren't about strict diets or endless hours at the gym. They're about a way of life that celebrates balance, mindfulness, and the simple joys of eating well. By embracing quality over quantity, indulging with intention, and weaving movement into their daily routines, they achieve a natural elegance that feels effortless. There's no guilt, no deprivation, just a deep respect for food, their bodies, and the experience of living fully. These are the lessons they quietly embody, proving that the key to a healthy, beautiful life isn't about following rules, but about creating a rhythm that feels both luxurious and sustainable. It's a lifestyle that anyone can adopt, transforming not just your figure, but your entire approach to health and happiness. If you enjoyed this video and found these insights helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join our community for more tips and secrets that can help you live a healthier, more balanced life. We've got plenty more to share, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.